got my plants here. Got some nice little, these are all good luck, by the way.
Why, hello. As you know, Rosalie.
Yeah, I'm not used to speaking to a camera, so you'll have to excuse my awkwardness.
You'll forget it's there in a minute.
I will.
So, last summer, I stopped and got a bunch of brochures for things that we could do, camping, hiking, waterfalls, state parks in the area. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of them.
Are these the ones with the music?
So, it might be. I don't know. We just have to look. I don't know much about anything. I've never looked at these. They've been in my car for a year now.
I don't have any interest in these two. Because these are all tourist traps.
They are tourist traps, but they're beautiful. I mean, I like Fall Creek Falls. Is that no? That's Ruby Falls.
No, Ruby Falls is a fake. Even they pump that water in there. That's not even a natural waterfall.
Do you hear that?
Fake.
What are you gonna do about that?
I'm not gonna go. I am not gonna plan my visit.
All right, so immediately out is Rock City, which actually you saw a video of when me and my family went to Rock City.
The view from Rock City is nice.
It was beautiful.
But everything else about it, walking around all those gnomes, and I don't understand why they have to put all that
in the caverns. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
All the glow-in-the-dark black light reactive gnomes.
I don't want to see that. I want to see the cave.
It's a little weird. So, all right, we'll put these two back here.
I'm interested in this one solely because it has this nice dog on it, so that means that they like animals.
Well,
people who like
I'll tell
animals.
you what, ones that you're interested in, you put in this pile.
Ooh.
We haven't, these are the ones.
Gatlinburg, that's a hike. You know there's a haunted place in Lynchburg? Supposedly you can go to.
I wouldn't doubt it. It's Lynchburg, home of the KKK.
No, it's not. That's,
what are you talking about?
It's not. Pulaski.
Really? Pulaski, Tennessee?
Yeah, it has it on their sign.
Home of the KKK?
Yeah, like whenever people come into your town, you have the little green sign.
like now entering home of the KKK Pulaski?
Yes. But Pulaski is a beautiful town, and it has a deli that is wonderful and is owned by this cult, and they are more than happy to share.
Cult?
They are nice.
What kind of cult is this?
It's like the 12 tribes of Israel, I think it's what it's called. They're more than happy, like at other cults that I've been a part of, they are very secretive. And they don't want to really share with you your information. So this one, they are more than willing to share the information with you. They give you pamphlets. They're very happy. They've got delis. These yellow delis are what they're called all over the world.
Delis.
Yes, but their food's phenomenal, and they use all natural things. So that's in Pulaski, and their Pulaski downtown is very cool.
Interesting.
I brought my kids there because that is just a hop, skip, and a jump from where we are.
Interesting.
So, and they don't even have, like, I mean, I'm sure somewhere they have meetings, but that's definitely not a part of their culture anymore. So, anyway, there's your Pulaski.
So which one's that?
This one that I had the dog was the
no, okay, yeah, okay. You get that went from the Scared Mansion in
from Lynchburg.
Okay.
Lynchburg is not the KKK.
Okay. So either of these interesting?
Yes.
This one is, and this one, or okay.
Well, I mean that's in Gatlinburg.
It is in Gatlinburg, but I would make a trip and we could see your brother.
Yes.
So we could just keep it in the pile to.
So this one, I don't know about this because I don't really care about planes that much. But I thought about taking the kids there just because it's something to do. They might get into it. John, he would love it. My big John would love it.
Well, you should keep that one then.
Okay.
Keep that one. So basically, all these brochures are from where I stopped at a rest area and actually started speaking with this older woman. She was about 80-something years old. And she was just the sweetest thing ever. And I ended up standing there and talking to her for an hour and just getting a bunch of brochures.
Were you, like, hiking already?
So, yeah. That was when I came back from my Rock City trip with my parents and everybody. And I'd met them there. So when I came back, I stopped on my own. And this was after I'd already been hiking and and making some videos for everybody.
So definitely this I want to just explore every.
What is that?
This is our South.
Oh.
This is probably one of my favorites.
That is my favorite.
So I've not seen Foster Falls or Greeter Falls.
I have seen
You went to
Greeter.
Greeter.
I have not seen Foster, I don't think.
Okay. So then, and there's also a cave, Denny
There's
Cove.
a cave?
Which, if we ever do get to go kayaking, I can show you that cave. And that would be really cool.
That would be awesome.
It's a hike, though. I mean...
I don't mind hiking.
I mean, it's a paddle. You
Yeah.
got a paddle. But it's probably a good 2.5-hour-ish paddle.
How do you get back?
You paddle.
You paddle back against the current?
Well, it's not a river. It's a lake. So you can go out there.
So it's not too bad.
No, and if you take it easy, it's beautiful. You just sit in the shade.
Oh, I'm down. I'm down.
But the cave is beautiful. And there's a little waterfall at the very
Well,
end of it.
I will have a kayak.
Okay. Well, I'm telling
Like,
you,
seriously,
too.
in a month.
I've
Seriously.
got, okay. Well, if you don't, then we can borrow. But I don't know how you're going to do it on your car.
Pool noodles. I'm serious. You just put a pool noodle across the car
top?
and let it sit on the pool noodles because I don't have a rack.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
I feel like I should switch areas because my vape is going right towards you.
It doesn't bother me. Although I would prefer the smell of actual cigarettes to vapes. I
Ooh.
know. It's weird, isn't it?
That is weird.
That is weird. Like, I know the smoke smell. I guess it's just because I'm more familiar with it.
You don't like strawberry kiwi nerds? What you talking about?
No, it's so strange. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if, so this is saying Denny Cove and Buggy Top Cave. Buggy Top Cave is the one that you can go into.
Okay.
That's that area. Oh, look, Sherwood Forest. That's my husband on his lawnmower. I wonder if he wants to mow. As we talk.
He's heading down the trail. Which I was gonna get your kids to drive around and GoPro it so they could see what they. Yeah. Let me see if I can knock on window.
Sometimes we'll bring letters out here and we can show them. Do you want them? Okay, so definitely this. So there's a lot of areas here that I would like to do.
There are miles and miles and miles of that we have never seen.
I don't know what he's mowing. The driveway?
He disappeared.
He did. But he just started to mow now. He's going down the driveway. Maybe the sides?
Maybe he sides.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. Let's make sure this is pointing correctly here.
Ooh, what would,
Yeah, it's perfect.
So what would you think about camping at one
Okay,
of these things?
so here's the deal. This is what I've been wanting to talk to you about.
Okay.
This is all a ruse to talk about this. I'm joking. So you remember last year when I went camping out there?
Yes.
And I was hiking out there like every other weekend.
Where did you camp though? Stone Door?
Stone Door.
Okay.
So if you go and you camp, they have 4 different campsites at Stone Door.
Okay.
Okay. The one that I stayed at last year was about half a mile hike into the woods from the actual ranger station at Stone Door.
Is this a certified campground?
Mhm.
Primitive campground?
Yeah,
Okay.
primitive. Like it's just a flat ground.
Okay.
They've kind of cleared it out a little bit.
It's all frozen.
What is that?
That's the waterfall. I don't know which waterfall, but it's all frozen.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. I wonder if you can even hike at that time. Because that would be awesome
Oh.
to see that.
It's beautiful.
I've gotten to see Rutledge like that.
Rutledge is. I took some photos of Rutledge in the winter. So there is a place to camp, but it's a 13-mile hike. So you know when you're sitting on top of Stone Door
Okay.
and the valley's in front of you,
Yes.
okay? The far right, the valley on the far right, when you start seeing that hill kind of come up, that's where that far campground is.
So you'd be looking at that Stone Door.
So you would be looking at it from afar, and you would have that whole valley in front of you.
Jesus Christ! So you'd have to hike out there
You
first.
hike down.
I don't know.
And go
'cause
out there.
Then I don't know. I can't. The only camping I've ever done is when my car is loaded to the gills with stuff. So I'd have to revise my whole.
Oh, you got to think. Okay, so you could go out there.
Can we fit in your one tent?
Oh yeah, it's an
Yeah.
8-person tent.
That is an 8-person tent. How big? Midget size? 8 people.
Oh my!
That's
She means little people.
I'm sorry. We're on my front porch. The PC
So
police
I know.
caught me. Sorry, officer.
Okay, so basically, we could go out there. We can pre-make our meal. So all we have to do is heat it up over a fire. I mean, like, we can travel light and just go out there.
I'm worried about like my sleeping bag and like the tent.
Easy as pie.
Is that right?
I'll carry the tent. We can hook. You can hook your sleeping bag up under your backpack, and I'll hook my sleeping bag up under my backpack.
See, I've never backpacked in camp like that, so that could be something.
It's not as hard as you think. After carrying all that wood to the campsite last year and carrying everything out there, it's not that big of a deal. Because you got to think, okay, so if you're out there for 2 days, you hike out there the first day, set everything up, camp out there that night, you wake up, you pack up everything, and then stay out there and hang out and slowly hike back. So you don't have to hike all the way back immediately.
Right, I mean, yeah, right.
Yeah. So, I mean, it would be nice. But y'all have a tent?
Our tent's heavy though. There's a lot of metal pieces. Like,
oh,
to
is
carry,
it?
Yeah, I'll show it to you before we leave. To carry it a short way, but I'm not walking with that thing for 13 miles. Forget that. Fella said no way. So it's saying here that caving is only limited to this lost cave, and not. I'm wondering if you can't get inside Buggy Top, which is the one I saw though.
Buggy Top I've heard of, so you'd think you should be able to go there.
So the cave's only open to the May 15th to September 15th. Okay. So there's at least like 3, and Grundy Lakes I wanted to go to because that has like a sandy beach area.
Oh, really?
And the lakes are fed from the mountains, so the water is so cold. Like,
that would be awesome.
Mm-hmm. So that's there. So I want to do that. And I wanted to do Foster Falls.
It's crazy how much stuff there is to do there.
I know. It's beautiful.
Because you got to think, I've been going there for so many years, and so have you. And it's like, think about all the stuff that we're just now finding out that's there.
Yeah, we've only skimmed the surface.
Yeah.
Okay, so definite.
Ooh, we got one on a pedestal.
So yeah, you like how I did that. So this might be fun. I don't know how much I'm into ziplining because I get wonky on heights. So
I've never been, and I would love to go.
My children would do it. I don't know if I could do it. I might be a little too scared. I'd close my eyes the whole time, probably.
Would be a blast.
Sevierville. This is also far forbidding caverns. We have a lot of caverns around here.
Mm-hmm.
These look like they're doing some weird things. I'm gonna put this in the no for right now.
In the no? The no pile's over here.
Okay, behind the plant.
Yeah, we're hiding it.
So this is.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Maybe. What else was Anarchista? So
this is maybe.
So this is maybe, and
this is maybe.
This is maybe.
Okay.
So.
We'll set maybes right here.
Anarchista is there in that area. What is all this? Newest attraction, the treehouse, 70 acres. This looks expensive. Like this kind of ride here looks like you're gonna pay some money for that.
A sky ride?
Yeah.
What is it called? A sky lift.
This is all these like, I don't know. This isn't hiking stuff. This is like.
No, there's other stuff in here. It's not just hiking stuff. And
Is that
yes,
a
this is 2020. This is COVID country up in here. So there's a lot of stuff that we won't be able to do that I'd gotten over a year ago when it wasn't. Oh, that would be awesome.
This. I don't know.
Yeah, that one doesn't seem COVID friendly right now. That was one thing, like when I pulled them out, I was like, so a lot of these are going to be obsolete during COVID.
So this one I love already because it's called Tuckaleechee, and that just sounds fun. And I've never heard of this town, Townsend. And
you know where they got the name Tuckaleechee?
No.
They used to get really drunk on Friday nights, and they would take a leech, and one person would hold it, and the other person would get the other, and they'd play tug of war with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And they would take it.
And whenever
whoever lost, they say, "Chee!"
They would stretch the leech out real thin, and then it would pop, and whoever got the most blood on them won.
You're fake. Fake news. This come and watch the most sensitive seismic station. What is that? This is a maybe. This is out there under the Smokies, so that's in that Gatlinburg area too.
It's a maybe.
Mm-hmm. I love caves. Here, let's check this one out as well.
Those
So
are the
this
two.
is southeast. This is where we are. Okay, so this is more of this Cumberland. So there's Foster Falls. Oh, look at that. And that's on the Firewood Gizzard.
Yes.
So how do we not see that one? Did we see that one? We did not. What was
No,
what was
we
the
went
last
to Blue
one?
Hole.
Blue Hole was the last one.
We went to Blue Hole. So if you remember, Blue Hole was the peaceful 5-minute video that you got brought to you by Coffee Girl, and it was just the camera sitting there watching, looking at the waterfall while beautiful Rosalie was taking a swim.
Because you got to swim.
And I didn't, and I should have. But.
Are you like worried about your
And remember
shoes?
that night, my feet looked like Buffy the Vampire webbed demon feet. And I was like, oh, we gotta stop and get like non-wet shoes for my feet.
Somehow we had to go to Walmart at 2 o'clock. I hate
I
going
watched
to
that
Walmart.
video, our Fiery
Oh.
Gizzard video. I watched it 2 days ago, just because I was like, I'm gonna go see Rosalie. Let's watch this video, and it's so funny because we leave, we do all that, and we get back, and by the time we get back in your driveway, it's like 2:30 in the
I
morning.
know. Like,
and we're
what
both
did we
whispering
do?
at the GoPro, like trying not to wake the kids.
Where have they been?
I love it.
Look at all of these. So there's Laurel Falls. This is Greeter. That's the one you've done.
Uh-huh.
And these both look like you can go behind there, which I love to do that also.
See, okay, so Greeter Falls, if I'm not mistaken, is the one that we went to last year. Y'all saw some photos. That's where I would love to hang up the hammocks and like chill across, because you're literally up on top of those falls, and the water is only like this deep in spots. So like you can literally just walk across it. So we walked back just following the creek a good ways. And there were a lot of places to hang up hammocks. I mean, like a lot.
This is making me wish that we had a waterfall just right here. And Fall Creek Falls, that's another one. And that is very close. Like if we were to meet in Manchester, that's only like an hour drive from there.
It takes me almost 2 hours to drive here.
Right. So if we met in
So
Manchester,
yeah,
it would
be about the same for both of us, because it would be an hour for me to get to Manchester and then about 45 minutes to get there.
Yeah.
And it takes you about 45 minutes to get to Manchester, right? So yeah, that would be a good meeting place. And then we could hop in the same vehicle. We could like leave your car at
right. Yes.
my mom's or
yes.
your mom's, and then just head on our journey.
Yeah, Mom's right there on 55. That's where we go out, Spencer. So that definitely this one too, Fall Creek Falls. I used to go there when I was a kid. Oh, this one sounds good. Big Saudi Creek Gulf waterfall.
I've heard about it.
Doesn't really look that fantastic though.
When it rains, they say it gets nice. Like when it's got water pouring over it, they said
Saudi Daisy, where's that? Did we go through that? Is that
we saw a sign for it.
Is that up on the mountain?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hamilton. Oh, this is an old mining road to this. Oh, they use the word wet weather waterfall. So if you don't have wet weather,
Yeah.
there is no waterfall.
Yeah.
Okay. Highway 111. That's McMinnville Highway or no? No, that's 55.
Highway 111.
Oh my God, this one's called Imodium Falls. Don't go there.
Imodium Falls. My stomach's hurting. Gotta go out. Gotta hike. Gotta get there.
What a bad
I
name.
need some of that Imodium.
Oh, and it's my Possum Gorge segment. This sounds terrible.
Well, you're in the country.
Possum Gorge.
We're in the
there?
country in Tennessee.
Jeez Louise. Laurel Falls, Dayton, Tennessee. Ooh, look at that one. These are the upper and lower Piney Falls.
Oh, yes.
That is in Grandview, Ray County. I'm not sure where that is. Chattanooga, but so it's sort of like towards Chattanooga. It seems like.
Yeah, I mean, when you go over that mountain, you head down the other side. You're heading towards Chattanooga.
This is pretty too. This is a good one. This has just got all the waterfalls. Yep. Oh, they love dogs. Turtletown Falls. That sounds nice. That looks huge. Look at that
If
one.
I went to Turtletown Falls and didn't see a turtle, I would be upset.
You would sue them for false
advertisement. You're right.
So what was the name of that waterfall that we saw that we wanted to take and slide down it? Remember? Because of the rocks?
It didn't have one. That was just, they didn't have a name. That was just on the way to the Blue Hole.
Okay.
Because remember we were like, oh, look. And then you're like, look, it's got like a little smooth path where it looks like you could go down it.
Are you sure? Because I thought we had seen 3 waterfalls and that was one of them. That wasn't right?
We had the one that we jumped off of. Because, see, that was more just like a cascading.
I thought it was.
It really wasn't like a fall. It was just more like a cascading lower drop.
Okay. So there is this thing is showing us this Circle E guest ranch. They have they're right on this state park protected land. They have like 200 miles of trails that you can take your ATV on, or horses, or run, or just whatever. But I'm interested. It's right down the road from here, so I'm interested. I just saw their sign on here.
Your neighbor was out riding the horse on my way here.
Yeah, I told you about the horse.
Yeah.
Pass them horses over the armadillo. So these are like, okay, farmer market, Fayetteville market. Did you know? Okay, Granddaddy's farm. So what else do we have here? I keep saying food. I must be hungry. Oh, I love that. This looks like an elephant made out of tires, and that looks so realistic.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
That's so cool. And what a great way to use tires, because you know people would just be burning them around here.
It is true.
Where?
Oh, butterfly.
Hohenwald? Where is that? Is that
Hohenwald is where my dad's farm is. My gay dad's.
So, where's that? Nashville?
It's about an hour away from Nashville. Past Franklin.
Okay. Interesting. There's a sanctuary, or discovery center. There are no elephants, but...
Oh, no, yeah. The elephant sanctuary that's in Hohenwald, you can't go to. It's not a public thing.
Yeah, it says open Tuesday to Friday.
The elephant sanctuary?
Yes.
That must have changed since when I saw it.
And second Saturday of each month. Yes, sirree. Explore hands-on, self-guided exhibits. Learn how elephants shape our world, but there's no elephants there.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. You can't like hang out with elephants there. Those are elephants that have been rescued.
But it says there are no elephants.
Isn't it crazy that they would have elephants in Tennessee just chilling? Like, that seems weird, right?
The zoo.
Well, yeah, but I mean, other than the ones that have been brought here, it's not really their climate. I mean, it's hot enough, I guess.
Shoo,
I'm dying.
I
thought this was cool because of the caverns.
Yes.
But where is it?
That's Sevierville. No, not Sevierville. It's located under the Smokies, so out that way, East Tennessee. Are you serious? Oh, that's Logic. Okay. I'm like, why are you going to put Hampton in a magazine like this?
Oh, yeah, that's on the other side of Knoxville.
Yeah.
But wow, look how beautiful that is.
Yeah, it looks really nice, the caverns. But we would have to, if we did something like that, that would be like a weekend deal.
Oh, yeah.
And in a different
Well, I mean, seriously, I don't, like, if we need to go somewhere for a couple days, bring the family.
They love caves too.
I mean, you know what I mean? It doesn't just have to be like a you and me thing. We can plan something big.
You and me.
But we are definitely going to be going hiking very soon.
Yeah, I think we should just Savage Gulf it up. Like we started it there, and we can do like probably 3 or 4 more.
That
and,
would be awesome. Because there's
and
so much out
then-
there that we haven't seen.
Yes, and then we can get really familiar with the area and.
Did I tell you about what I found out about Stone Door? So there's a Stone Door museum.
Okay.
So when you're going towards Stone Door and you go
Is it
through
at their
Altamont,
main visitor center or no?
it's no. This is like before you get to the park area.
Okay.
When you're going through the town, there's a little museum on the left, and it's just this little white house. And we went in there, and they have photographs that are like from when cameras were invented. And I was looking at it.
Of the Stone Door?
Of Stone Door, and
Oh,
like
wow.
people, because there used to be a paper mill out there and stuff. So like I was like, oh wow, this is really neat. And I was looking at all these photographs, and it shows someone on the other side of the valley taking a photo of Stone Door. And I was like, what is that? I get real close. There is like an entrance that goes back like 10 feet. So it's like almost kind of like the beginning of a cave mouth, but it's not a cave. On Stone Door. So if you go, like if you're standing on Stone Door and you hike to the right, it curls around, and if you hike down, you can hike up a little bit and crawl into this hole into the side of the cliff face.
Jeez Louise. I don't know.
She said they called it the mailman's it's something about like a break. But that's where they used to literally go from the paper mill. They would go up there and hang out and have lunch. And the mailman would carry their stuff up there and drop it off.
Oh, nice. I would love to see that.
It's crazy. And to think that was not that long ago.
Mm.
Oh,
My dog is
what was I
so-
going to ask her again?
She wanted to GoPro the
Oh, yeah.
backyard. This is my daughter Elena's room that we're sitting in front of.
I'm just not knocking on a random window. Well, she hasn't looked out of it.
Oh, they might be watching a movie.
Oh, TV.
I know. Let's go and ask them directly.
This is another zip line. I do want to do zip lines.
I don't know.
Holy crap! Look at that climbing wall.
That's crazy.
Look at how high that zip line is.
Yeah. That.
Look at that.
You would see a nice stream of urine coming out as I pissed all over myself the entire time.
That's called the Goliath Zip Line Tour. 5 of the largest, longest, and highest zip lines in the country for a thrill of a lifetime. Zip up to 60 miles an hour, over half a mile, and over 500 feet in the air. A 2-hour tour for the true adrenaline junkie includes the Discovery Firefox Adventure.
Sounds like it's all you, buddy.
How much is the Goliath Tour, you ask? The Goliath Zip Line Tour is $100 a person. That's expensive as shit.
You gotta pay for your thrills.
Zool.
I think we'll just hike and get scared.
Bear
way.
crawler. Oh my gosh, this is so expensive for everything.
Is this that Bigfoot?
Bear crawler guided ATV tour is $79 a person. Jesus Christ.
I would like to go whitewater rafting. That's
I would
exciting.
love that. There's nothing on at this place that's free. That goes in no pile. I don't mind paying for shit every once in a while, but some shit's gotta be free.
Well, this is informational. It doesn't. It's just a general thing about everything that's like what
Around
we
here.
do. Mhm.
Yeah, I got a couple of those that were like that. This America's longest swinging bridge.
I don't know. I don't like when I like to be on it, but I don't like when it starts swinging and you start hearing all the creaking. And when I start looking down, my knees get all shaky.
Oh, this is this, which I just put down because of the money. It's 150 acres of pristine wilderness. Oh my God, look at the map of that.
That's crazy. Huge. So, it's got
Look
like
at this
a
map.
river around there?
Yeah.
That's Gatlinburg, Foxfire.
No wonder it's $100 a person. Oh my gosh, it would be so much fun to zip line all that though.
Wonder if you can hear the tulip poplar tree.
Hang your wish in the covered bridge to blow in the winds of prosperity.
How much does
And
that
look,
cost?
look at the picture. Isn't that neat?
Oh, okay.
That does look neat.
Costs $30.
To hang a piece of paper. It might not. I don't. That's we're being very sarcastic.
We are being facetious, yes.
Whoever made these brochures did a good job, though. Yeah, that's right outside Gatlinburg. In between Pigeon Forge and Sevierville, where things are severe.
Let's see. Watts Bar Lake. I've heard of that. That's a pretty area. Oh, the Mayfield. Did you go on that the field trip to the Mayfield when we were going to Temple? Were you in that at that time?
No, I don't think so.
That was one of my favorite field trips because at the very end they give you the ice cream sandwich, and because it's fresh, the cookie is actually crispy.
Oh.
So because after it's been in the wrapper, of course, it
softens up.
So when you bite it, it's like this crispy cookie. It gives it a whole new element of
That's awesome.
deliciousness. And I was like a kid, so I was like, oh.
No, I just went to the Bill Rice Ranch.
Hey, I had a good time there. I don't have any bad memories from there.
I remember that baby fetus.
What? I don't remember the fetus.
You don't remember the abortion talks and the baby fetus that they showed us?
No, I must have blocked
This
it
is
out.
a fetus at blah blah weeks. Don't get me wrong, I love fetuses.
I don't want to see them.
Look,
Oh yeah, that's
coming down.
Vulture, not aliens.
Maybe. You don't know.
We do want to believe.
Is this a type of clover?
This is a shamrock.
This is a shamrock.
Yes. So
beautiful.
it could be a clover family.
It must. Well, I mean, interesting. If I had Alexa out here, I'd ask her some questions.
It will bloom purple flowers.
Oh.
And it grows from these totally freaky looking things called rhizomes, I believe. You can see them as like.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, they look like the seed pods from
Yeah.
the invasion of the body snatchers.
That's crazy. It's beautiful.
This came from my dear friend Claudia. She pulled it up out of her garden and gave it to me.
It's beautiful.
I am so hungry. Look at all this good food. Oosternet Creek. Tellico. I've heard about Tellico River, have you? It's quite a challenge for canoeists and kayakers. Tellico River has been the scene of human occupation for 12,000 years.
Come here, buddy. Come here.
Tellico means plains in Cherokee.
Means what?
Plains
Okay.
in Cherokee.
Would you ever be interested in doing the Bell Witch Cave?
Is that in
That's not too far from where I'm at. It's like a 30-45 minute drive from me.
Are there people in there like doing
Scaring
stuff?
you? No.
It's just a cave.
No. It's just the Bell Witch Cave. You just go. They tell you the lore.
Yeah.
And, I mean,
I don't want people jumping out at
no,
me.
no, nobody jumps out at you.
I don't
I mean, if anybody jumped out of you, it'd just be like, it'd be like
You would need to be
20,000-year-old
alarmed.
bones. Well, no, it's
You're not supposed to be in
an
there.
Indian burial ground.
Oh, okay.
That cave.
Yeah,
And that's just why they say it's cursed, and that's what cursed the Bell family.
Interesting. Yeah, I would totally be down.
What's crazy is, have you ever read John Bell's diary?
I think I've read like excerpts. I don't think I've read the whole
He
book.
would see like dog bodies with a rabbit head, and all these weird creatures running around their property. Interesting. Let's check it out.
Then sounds like
Fella.
my dog is very overheated.
so
Well,
sweet.
not overheated. But
You're
he's
so
just hot.
sweet.
But he won't go inside
so
because
sweet.
I'm not inside.
You're so sweet.
He is my shadow.
I saw that you went for running after her, and somebody had to pick you up in their van.
That was my neighbors, and now I'm like, he runs up to their driveway now every time. Like, hey, y'all gonna give
Can
me
you
a
take
lift?
me to her, please?
I couldn't believe her. I said, you have ruined him.
Yeah.
Oh, I
You're
thought
such a
I
good
had
boy.
something
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we've got a good, this is just kind of a nothing thing, just to...
Yeah, I
But-
think there was a couple that I got that were just things that were kind of like, oh.
So this is where it's at right here. This
All
is
right.
this is a good one. This has got all the different places and things that we can go to whenever we're in the area.
Awesome.
This is where we're gonna do. Yeah, that's thunder.
Yeah. Is it supposed to storm real bad
I
later?
didn't know.
Alexa, is it going to rain?
You clearly it
Well-
could. Oh, now you're gonna be real scared. You get real scared of the thunder. He will hide. You wanna go inside?
So I'm going to keep these, and we'll look at these later on. These right here that she's picked out, I will actually take some photographs and we'll upload. I'll also share some links so we can all talk about them and figure out.
yeah,
you
maybe I don't know where your followers are, but are there?
They're all over.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
there's none in this area.
Okay. That's what we need to do is find a really good group of people on forum and be like, hey, what's up with this? And they can tell us.
Oh,
like, where
yeah,
to go
that's true.
and probably little unknown things about the trails, like.
Yeah.
Because can you imagine if we were living out there? Like we could find all the like.
If
little
I
spots.
lived 30 minutes away from it, I'd be at it every weekend.
I think I'd be in those halls.
I mean, last year I drove to that thing. I drove to South Cumberland at least 20 times. Because I remember John was like, you sure are driving a far, long way. We've got trails up here. And I was like, yeah, but you don't understand what I'm driving to see. You can't see here. Like,
and
what
there's
I'm-
so much available when
yeah.
you get there.
crazy demon thing.
Oh. And you just can't beat Fiery Gizzard. I mean, who named that?
It is an awesome name.
It just sounds so metal. Yeah, I'm into it. Foster Falls is on my radar.
Well, we need to go back to the Fiery Gizzard before it gets too cold, so we can all go and tube.
we
tube
got
a
plenty
little
of
bit.
time. Jeez
We do,
Louise.
but I'm just saying,
I
before
mean,
it gets
the cutoff's
cold.
probably like September. So, well,
Yeah, that's true.
2 months.
Yeah, 2 months.
well, I love it when you get
But
to
the-
see the storms roll in.
Ooh.
Because it's going to come right here.
Ooh, we should put the GoPro back up for some more time lapse then.
It's coming. They probably got a good 30 minutes before it starts coming in. Well, I don't know, depending on how the wind's blowing. Ah, lovely. Coca Creek. Have you ever seen those Coke ovens? Have you ever heard of those things? They are
Well, I stay away from drugs.
Cocaine is bad. Okay.
Okay.
These things. Oh God, I'm gonna forget now what they were. I went to the whole spiel. They were made. It's like how you make charcoal. I think. I don't know. I feel. I don't like I'm being recorded as I recall this information. But
That's
look
okay.
it up. Coke ovens. They're in Dunlap. They're really cool. It's like all of these brick and stone ovens that they would put this material into. And I want to say, I don't know. That's so crazy, my brain. But anyway, there it's a really beautiful, naturally. Well, it's not natural because it was man-made, but it's still there. And it's just like you know how like a little stone oven would look like
Yeah.
outdoor. It's like 50 of those in a rock wall, and they would put the stuff in there to bake it and make it.
Can you make stuff there and cook something?
No, it's just basically just to come see the history
Yeah.
of that area because these were miners that
Okay.
were mining this stuff out.
That's still awesome.
I'm gonna have to remind myself. But we went to a bluegrass festival out there, and so we could see these ovens, and then we were hearing all this picking and stuff.
That's where you got your bluegrass band, isn't it, for your wedding?
No, they were from
Where was it?
Nashville.
Okay.
Oh, they actually were spread all around, but mostly Nashville. Those guys are so cool. I had a good time with them. Grass time. Anybody want to look up some good bluegrass? I know it, buddy. It's very worrisome. The clouds are coming. I wonder if Big John can hear that. Yay! I can't wait.
Well, I thought there's definitely stuff in there that we can do, even though COVID's taken over the world.
Yeah, we should do it and just spite it. Like, yeah, COVID.
Well, the
We're
thing is
still
that if
out.
we plan it out, though, I can call ahead, you know, and we can reserve area. Like,
We don't want
I
to do it
mean,
around any
if
holiday.
you, John, and the kids wanted to come, we could reserve a camping site to where we can all just go hang out and camp. I want to film that.
Do it.
I am. I'm
They,
gonna film it.
the children would like to come, but they do not want to hike any distance. Like, they will only want to go to, like, a Rutledge-style fall waterfall where they can just hop down some rocks and be at the waterfall. That waterfall has ruined them. Like, they
They don't want to go anywhere else because it's just right there.
yeah.
It does.
And
It
it's
does
easy.
make it really
like,
easy.
Normally you have to hike a little bit to
Yeah.
get to it, but
It's
yeah.
just park
They're
on the
like
side of the
this,
road and go.
and then sometimes, you know, like the thing with like the weather, if there hasn't been a good rain, sometimes it's not that strong.
Yeah.
They're like, this is nothing, the Rutledge and blah blah blah. I'm like, that waterfall. I didn't realize what I was doing to them.
Hey, it is in a great spot and it's beautiful.
You know, it's been getting so much traffic lately though, and when I went down there, people were in unicorn floats in the waterfall. Like, how can you bring this to this natural? It was so disturbing. I was like, really? You are not from here.
Yeah,
Get out of here, city person.
I brought the only thing I carried with me last time was my hammock and not my hammock, my Bluetooth radio, which I have, and we're about to listen to some music while we watch the storm roll in. What's
After
up?
I put my dog in, because he's afraid.
Well, let's do that. Let me see these. All right, so these right here, I'm gonna share them with you online. We will we'll post some links. We'll all look at them together, find some cool places. We're gonna let her put fella inside. I'm gonna point the GoPro back at the clouds, which you already got a good, nice, sunny view. But now there's a storm cloud coming in,
It's
so
a
let's
big one.
let's watch it roll in. But it's been fantastic having this
Yes.
lovely chat with you.
Ridiculous.
I'm excited though because
Yes.
it gives us ideas of what to look at
This is
and
our platform.
what to plan.
Yep.
So
Cool.
we've got it.
Thank you to the lady who was at the gas station. Hope you're well.
Oh, you mean the rest stop?
Yes.
The rest area? Yeah. She was very, very happy
Yeah,
to chat.
I can tell.
And she was very cool. She was very cool.
Adios, people.
Bye. took you on a journey. This is, it sure is.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.